should probably get in the lobby. That might help.
Oh, by the way, I figured out how many emotes there are because we have Tournament Realm accounts. There's 1,380.
Now, I have every acquirable emote currently, which is not something I'm proud of. But when you watch, when you do all the esports watching, like stuff, or you use
it's pretty easy to pick it up.
They killed all the drops on it, but yeah. Originally, all you could do is reroll the emotes into new emotes, which means that you just get them all. But now you can exchange them for Orange Essence, and I wish I had that instead.
It's a little sad. I guess they found out other people figured out that you could just earn them all.
Well, now they just completely nerfed the drops. So. Now you only get one from watching like all day.
Only one drop?
Yeah, all day LCS, and you'll get like one drop.
I just dislike using the website, so I only use it if it's like my last option, or if it's like I'm there to farm points. Although I can't watch chat during LCS games anymore.
Yeah, no, chat is not the experience with that.
Half of it is like, I wish Gabby was casting this game. I wish Gabby, thank God it's not Gabby. And then the other half is like just unintelligible whatever. It's so awful.
No, every once in a while there's some fun memes, like when the Showmaker copy pasta was popping off, but for the most part, no. The only thing worth watching on Twitch chat is when they have the NFL games on there, because it's usually pretty fun. Or like small streams. Like chat on for Middlesticks GG. Do you want to post an Aegis?
Already did.
Nice. There you go.
I think I've been here before.
See if Minnesota shows
up. I think they are going to. They're going to have a sub for game 1 and an e-sub, so.
They have 2 people in their call, so they're getting there. I really appreciate that we just have a monopoly on all of the ACL streams.
No one else posted there.
I don't know that anyone else has them on. Like, CB has a channel, so does Kosa, but they don't use them.
Yeah. I think they did for their NACL games, that's what it...
And I don't... Like, Ambition has one, but are they out, I think?
They are out.
So...
That may have been streamed.
Yeah, I don't... I'm sure the colleges have one. Like, I'm sure Minnesota and Boston have them, but I think Boston's out, so... Yeah, I don't know. No, none of the colleges really use their streams at all. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's also... it's hard to find people to... I guess it depends on your program, but people just generally have a hard time committing to that type of stuff, especially college students.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll just invite their roster.
Oh, now you've done it. They showed up.
Did you do anything fun for your weekend?
So I actually had all of last week off work.
Nice.
We had our goddaughters over. And we changed our spare bedroom in my wife's office. They're packing up
Nice.
right now in the background, so if I dip out for a second, it's fine. I'll be right back. Yeah, so, half work, half enjoyment. How was your trip?
It was good. Had
I don't know where you went.
went to Portland to visit some friends.
That's not that far. That's just a jaunt, yeah?
It's like 4 hours drive, so not horrible. But yeah, they bought a house like a month ago, so we had a housewarming party for them. It's fun.
Nice.
Yep. Had some good food. Made gyros, which was delicious. But yep, and then drove back yesterday, and then went to a birthday party immediately after getting back. So
Oh, wow. Just
a busy
partying
weekend.
it up.
Yep. I missed our loss on Friday.
Well, I also had a double loss that turned into one win. I caught some of it on the stream, but not all of it. I caught most of our ACL game.
Yep.
Well, if everyone just heard that Windows tone, that was me. Sorry. Apparently my Yazo just updated. So
You gotta update it. You should just have in the background every like 45 minutes a Discord ping just goes off full volume and just say nothing about it.
honestly, that wouldn't do anything to me because I just can't have pings on for anything. I don't know. Like my phone's perma on silent, Discord's on silent. Like I'll get the like the visible notifications for a couple of servers. So like if I look at Discord, it has the tabs and like people can ping me, of course, but it doesn't make a sound. I can't do sounds. I don't know why. But yeah, I remember, was it LCK? Or is this like older, GSL, where they kept having the Discord pings go off during the game? People would type in the chat.
I would hope
Joel,
it's not
Joel, get on
LCK.
Discord. I think it was Skype back in the day, even.
Yeah. That's just funny about Joel. Just every off-scene person just becomes Joel.
Well, Joel is important. The NASL sound guy is still important. A lot of carryovers from the old StarCraft days. As an update, since we're 6 minutes late now, we're all in the lobby. Schneider's in the lobby. Lane and I are in the lobby. And there's 4 players for Minnesota. So presumably we're getting there. Don't know where the 5th one is. Oh, it's Ulu. Of course it is. It's been invited. Not here just yet. And now there's a draft law link, even better. We're really getting places. Oh, they say they're ready. There's only 4 people in lobby, which technically breaks Aegis rules. Dang, Lane's laying down the law.
I honestly just am doing this because I want the game to start. We'd probably waive it since they're already 3 down.
Oh, you gave away your time. Oh, that's you're just trying to get the gears rolling, I see. I felt proud of myself. I did that today during a meeting. One of my coworkers
you said you're gonna lose bans if you don't show up.
Yeah.
On
no,
time.
one of my coworkers didn't understand like what was being said at the meeting, so I asked a question that I didn't need the answer to help clarify for her. I felt really proud of myself.
That's good.
I was a good communicator in that instance.
Way to pick up on it.
I like that King Coney is saying East Coast best Beast Coast in a lobby where he is playing for the University of Minnesota.
Middle Coast.
Middle Coast. Oh, is that where I know his name from? It's because he's one of Jared and Vaughn's friends.
Yes. He's played in like SDC. At least that's where we know. I know him.
I recognize the name. I didn't. You guys had it out? No? Not yet? Okay. Well, UMN's ready. We have not. So we're still waiting on that, I guess.
I think we said we were R. Wait, drop.
Wow, Lena asking if his own team is R.
If I was in call with them, I would just ask.
He bans today. Oh no. Zero first round wins. Yeah. Oh, we started. Okay. Well, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Aegis Champions League. First round of the lower bracket, which is weird because we played an extra game on them, so we're taking the long road through the loser bracket. Well, through the whole bracket, really. Just maximizing the amount of games that we have to play.
We're just ramping up to face, to ultimately beat Mirage in the finals. We'll lose them.
Yeah, I don't really understand why the bracket is this way exactly, but it is, so
it makes
something
sense.
Everyone has to do. Well, so we won a round, and our big prize is nothing. We got nothing for winning that round. We just had to play another best of 3.
Yeah, but everybody else, but the 4 seeds that ended up winning got the buys of the first round. That's the advantage. Everyone else is disadvantaged.
Yeah, but there's a conversation we had. Anyway, I don't want to get too down into the weeds on that one, but it's Return of the Middlesticks taking on University of Minnesota Maroon. This is a rematch from earlier in the split. Rodham 2-0'd them, but they were relatively close games from what I remember. Like, competitive games for at least the first 15 to 20 minutes, and then Rodham kind of had just a little bit higher ranks, a little bit extra skill, and kind of dropped through it. But we'll see if they can replicate that performance today. No bans for UMN because they have 2 subs. Well, 1 E-sub and 1 regular sub. I don't know how it all breaks out. I'm just the messenger. Kaisa, Tristan, and Rengar banned, and nothing banned by UMN. We'll see what Rodham wants to first pick. I'm Maris, that's Lane. Cool. Ready? Go.
We've gotten through everything we can. Blitz. Maris is on point today after his vacation. He's not sleepy. He can get through all of that. That's great.
Weirdly, I do have an ear infection, so I can't hear very well out of my right ear. Hopefully that's not a hindrance to the cast.
make sure to put the monitor in the left ear.
Yeah. Maybe that's why you sound so weird. It's not because
Yeah, that might absolutely do
your
that.
mic. It might just be me. Maokai is the first pick. It's tree gaming for Drakowski. He's been playing a lot of trees. Maokai and Ivern. There's the other one.
Yeah, it is. It is funny with no, with 3 bans gone. It's just like there's a lot of priority stuff that's left up because of that. So RTM is basically just saying, what do we want to make sure you don't get? And so, went through the bans there. Kaisa, Tristana off the table. Maokai. It's the battle of the trees in the jungle here.
Yeah, Zutter with the Ivern. UMN hovering through some ADs. No Kaisa, no Tristana, of course. So Zaya kind of the next best pick. And
Yeah.
that'll get locked in.
My brain and scrim, just from like our scrims, is just stuck on patch 13.13. So there's some things that I want to say that are priority that actually aren't, probably, like the LeBlanc. I know that's definitely fallen off in priority here. But a lot of these champions are still at the top, even on 13.4.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's been a huge shakeup between at least the one patch. The next one, I think, is going to have a couple more changes that might be harder to adapt if Rodham continues playing an ACL and an ACL at the same time. But Rel going to get locked in. You have Rel and Maokai, which is pretty good priority. And now match AD, probably.
Yeah, my guess it'll be a Felios here. I think it's the best. ADC left open. No. The Jinx, Hover, and Luck. So
Jace?
I don't know where that's going. I'm presumably it's gonna go to Crook, but is a flex pick between mid and jungle, or mid and top. So
Yeah.
now
Go ahead. Sorry.
UMN is finally gonna get some bans in here. So. The Gragas maybe gonna go into the chase.
That feels like an okay matchup. They're still banning top laners, interestingly, so they're presuming it's a max Jace.
Yeah, I mean, I think mid Jace is definitely more popular right now than top. You still see some of both, especially in China and Korea, but we'll have to see how the NA Jace does in this one.
Yeah. There's a lot of jokes to make here. I can't in the current company, so pass those over with the Annie and Jax bands. Just imagine that one in your mind.
Yep.
And yeah, Rakan makes a little bit of sense as well, just to keep that away from Zaya.
Yeah, I am kind of surprised that Rakan wasn't picked up R3, because I don't think our team's banning Gragas out anytime soon, so your one opportunity to get the pairing was probably there. So now it's going to be Orianna Hover here, which Orianna Blind, she isn't really in the meta right now, and there's nothing, there's not a super great combo that I can see with the Orianna currently.
I don't dislike Orianna, but I hate she keeps coming back.
She'll always be back, whereas
I'm just a little tired of Orianna. We need some time apart, I think. Ezreal hovered. Still have a Phelios open, but there's not much dive, which is what you like to play Phelios into, so kind of makes sense to go for the Ezreal for Pup. And now Rodham will have to give up, or not. You could pick another flex pick, I guess. Is this the vaunted Crook GP? It wouldn't make any sense here. They really need magic damage. Rumble,
yeah,
I think, fits the comp much better.
I agree, and I think both Rumble and Jace do pretty good to Gragas, so you can still keep this as a flex. I mean, Rumble mid is a thing, so.
I feel like a lot of people picked Gragas into Jace specifically. Like you can kind of sustain through it and interrupt his dash, but should have been pump six. I don't know about that. And the R5 Renekton LS is shaking in his boots somewhere. But
so it's gonna be Gragas support into the Rel Ezreal.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah. Or
so
Ivern support with Gragas jungle.
Gragas jungle. Yeah, there's
something wacky, like a little wacky, not a lot wacky, but. Do you think he meant RAR, but he put W war or R war in the chat? Who knows? Well, everyone's readied up, but we haven't hit the button. There's
I get to spend another 3 minutes with you. Yeah, it's great.
Give me one. Oh, give me 1 sec to figure out what's going on with the gal.
No worries. So we're going to see the same draft again here. Probably save some of the chatter for when we see all the champions back on the screen, but yeah. Talking a little bit about more about what this game means. It is the lower bracket round of 12. ROTM losing last Friday means that we're going to play a lot of games if we continue to win. So it'll be Monday, Friday cadence basically until the very end, which is in I think 3 weeks technically. August 18th is the final for this. And for NACL, we've got that matchup on Saturday, playing in the elimination game, the last game of Group A against Gentle Hearts Gaming. That's Saturday at 12 Central, 1 Eastern. Guys looking to make top 8, made top 12 by the win last on Saturday, which was very exciting. And yeah, excited to see if we can make top 8. I think it'll be a really exciting matchup against Gentle Hearts. I think both teams have looked really good. So very much looking forward to getting that. If we get into the top 8, we make it into the money, which is nice. So always good. So I'm interested to see how this Rumble Renekton matchup goes, mostly because Rumble is generally picked as kind of like a into tanks counter, but also just gets the shove really well. Both these champions can shove decently. I feel like Renekton probably has the better all-in potential, and it'll be up to Rumble to kind of poke him out before he can get to that point where he can all in. Especially pre-6, I feel like Rumble has a lot of agency in this lane. Post-6, I think Renekton with his R is able to unlock some extra health, some extra healing. And then this matchup mid, Orianna is definitely not very threatening. I know Maris said he feels like he needs to have some time apart from Orianna, but I have not seen a lot of Orianna played. It's usually played as like a direct combo with like J4 or some other engager like Alistar, but has not really been the strongest in the meta. So this is definitely a comfort pick that's going to come through. For Wistfully. I do like the Xayah pickup. I think that was pretty smart early, especially because you've got Maokai, you've got that they saw before picking that. But it's going to do really well, I think, into the Maokai and Rumble or Rel. It'll be up to Maokai and Rel for Drakowski and Boy Wonder to kind of set up the CC for Rumble's ultimate. I think that's the hardest part about playing Rumble at a like high level is how you use that ultimate. Definitely want to try to combo it with your team CC, and our team has a decent amount of that. Outside of that, though, they are set up for the kind of poke comp that they've got. Jace Ezreal going to be able to poke out a little bit before the fights, and then you look for that hard engage to finish up the Rumble ultimate over the top. I think that'll be how our team wants to play out these fights. For UMN Maroon, definitely gonna want to be, I think, playing around the Xayah mostly. This Ivern should look to protect, look to find space, and I think they want to engage before they get poked out. That's definitely the way they want to play things out. I'm interested to see also how the Gragas does into Rel. There's a lot of decent counters into Rel, but like I think I've talked about before on here, Rel counters are not as strong as they used to be because you've got the stun in another ability on the Q that you didn't have before her rework. So the counters can knock her out of her W, but if you stun and then W, it sets up a combo that's really hard to get out of, and actually use your CC effectively to get out of that. So there's a lot of different ways to kind of combo her jump now. So I don't think the Rel counters are as bad as they used to be, which is why you see her with such high priority in these games. I think regardless, I would expect Ivern, I would hope that Ivern would path top towards this Renekton. I think that is one part of the map that, especially in the early game, if it gets going, this Renekton can take over this Rumble matchup. And I think Ivern's in a good spot to be able to facilitate that, especially because if you look down at the bot lane, RTM doesn't have the hardest kill lane with Ezreal Rel. You're just going to have a hard time getting enough damage, especially early from Ezreal, to make it matter. So I'd really like to see Sutter move to that top side, start bot, and look to either counter jungle with Renekton, or if Rumble's pushing, which is likely going to happen, be able to be there for an early gank. I think that's the ideal scenario for how UMN wants to play this early game. If you're RTM, I think you're probably expecting to do the same thing. Maokai, I think, has a little bit better options because you've got more gank set up in bot if you choose to go down that way. But I'd expect that Drakowski is going to look at UMN's team and where they want to put the prio and be there for the counter gank early. I think that could be pretty helpful. I think depending on health bars, that 2v2 can flip one way or the other, but should be pretty even. And Drakowski's mostly wanting to kind of wait for that level 6 unless he has set up CC. So I expect that we're gonna see him kind of full clearing unless there's a good opportunity for him with a flash down or something like that. That's funny that this is your college team's haircut. Omeras did run off. We did hit the 0-0 timer, so I don't think we're gonna be slightly delayed on this, getting into this one, but I will chill out here and wait for him to get back. Oh, he can change it for me, so I'm gonna get it casted here for you guys.
Elena, it's
Oh, perfect.
it's happening. Oh, I still have the champs like music playing. It's a little distracting.
It's all right. You didn't miss anything. I just talked through the matchups for like 3 minutes. It's great.
That's peak analyst. honestly. Like, you did a great job.
Oh, our team has a really interesting level 1 here, and Zutter senses it? What?
What a
That's
god. Oh,
impressive,
this
honestly.
freeze. Just gonna take
Oh
a little
my.
damage. A lot of
That's
little damage. He didn't burn a pot though. He held strong.
be great if they could get that backstopped, but it's gonna get it off. It's still gonna be slightly delayed to lane, but nothing that I think will matter here.
Alright, I'm gonna go real quick.
No worries.
Sorry,
You can take as long as you need. I'm good talking out here. UMN Maroon in the bot lane here lands the first damage. A decent little trade. Being in lane first, able to take control of the bush and get some in. As we look to the top side here. See Crook doing what Rumbles do. Getting some good damage onto Coney. Flame Spitter working wonders. Just so oppressive early. Like 2 Flame Spitters and already at half health. Really hard to play as a melee. Looks like we're in a short pause here for Drakowski to hopefully reconnect with some better ping. So are we doing all right in chat here? We got the lane solo cast. Hope you guys are as excited as I am for that. RTM hits level 2 first in that bot lane after the unpause here.
Game pause at 217. Oh boy. My favorite.
Just for you.
I'm back permanently, baby.
Nice. Nobody said anything bad about my solo cast, so I'm going to take that as I did an excellent job without you.
See, the big thing is I've never had anyone say anything bad about my casting either, but I've also never really had anyone say anything good. So, you know, sometimes you just exist in a vacuum, and
yeah,
you accept that people like your casting better than Gabby. Boy Wonder and Pup in vain looking for Sutter. Ignite in a lot of auto attacks actually doing the work there. Boy Wonder picks up first blood, but now Pup has to get out of there as Heartbreak gets a little snare and then a little pause action. Pup still burning thanks to the Ignite from Drakowski on the way. Will flip back the double stun from Boy Wonder. That was actually really nice over the wall. Drakowski launches himself into action, but he's not going to be able to find anything more. And Pup is going to successfully do a wolf cosplay and go back.
Yeah, the wave's in a great spot here for Pup to come back to. Sadly, doesn't get the kill there. A little sad that Boy Wonder wasn't able to get the damage, but is able to get out with his life, flash blown. So nice invade there from RTM, just finding the right spot to be able to get that.
Yeah, good little chunk of gold for them early on, and now back to work in some of these lanes, and it looks like Pup will get back just in time before any of those minions get into tower, so nothing really cost on that long reset that they've taken. Now King Coney, though, will stun in the top lane. Ooh. Oh, a sidestep by Crook on the... I couldn't tell you, honestly. the Ivern Key. Root Collar. Root Collar? Give me Root Collar.
For 500.
I was hoping you were checking, but...
Oh, I'll check for you, since
it's
you don't want to dirty up the stream. It is Root Collar, you did it.
Let's go. Okay.
Hold that one out. But yeah, really nice sidestep. Saved his life there, and his flash, to be honest. So.
I mean, everyone knows Ivern only has one ability. It's called Daisy.
Ooh.
So. Dot class just a little wide on Wistfully, otherwise that would have been a nasty trade, but instead just an average one.
Yep. Looks like Max is going to take the reset here with that wave pushed in. It's really big, I think, that Crook actually saved his flash on that top lane gank. Looked scary. And now TPing back as well definitely makes him less of a target than it would have been with this wave shoving away from him.
A little bit more trading is Pup and Boy Wonder getting a little bit better at the trade despite having less damage overall. Heartbreak has his Kirche's shard, so should start doing all right in those trades.
Yeah, I will say RTM just kind of has the push advantage across the map, and that's why you were able to see things like that jungle invade that we saw early. It's just because they've got pressure in all the lanes. They're able to collapse quicker than UMN can, and if UMN answers, they're going to lose something. So
well, and
we'll have to see.
Really nice management so far. Just they seem very aware of where Zutter is or could be, and like you see right now, Crook is getting this really aggressive shove into tower right now, but there's no jungler on that side of the map, so he's free to do that. Meanwhile, on the other side, Pup and Boy Wonder, recoiled a little bit back to their tower, manicuring their wave a little bit. It's really nice, and there's nothing that Zutter can really do to find something unless he really wants to start skipping camps and doing, general gold player activities.
Yeah. Coney did hit level 6 on the Renekton, so I think this is kind of the point in the matchup where you can maybe start taking a little bit control back because you have that all-in potential. But you definitely want to have like an item advantage or an even health bar when you start that trade, and don't want to you want to have good wave control so that you're not in a rough spot. So it'll be up to Crook to poke him out before, and so that all-in can't be taken. But all this early prio is going to mean RTM takes the first dragon of the game, and not much UMN can do about it.
Yeah, I am kind of curious if Crook's going to stop for a Zanya's a little bit earlier than you normally would, just to make sure nothing silly happens in this Renekton matchup. But so far, he's just headed right on. He's got a Blasting Wand and an Amptome.
Yeah, good trade onto Boy Wonder from the UMN bot lane.
Coney now, level 6, has the ult up, and the red carpet being dropped by Crook. He'll overheat and go off in the direction of Drakowski, but now do they win this 2v2? They're trying to turn on to Zutter first. The flash forward from King Coney, he's pretty low. The sapling's burning through Zutter. The jungler's not quite able to trade the flash forward. Drakowski doesn't quite finish him off. He's got to go underneath the tower. I don't think he escapes from this one, but he at least trades one kill back, and ultimately King Coney will get much better.
He gets the phase rush from that.
Oh, he got the phase rush? He's zooming. There's nowhere really to go. That's a good knockback. There's no way he's out of here.
The slow?
There's simply no way he's out of here. He's a god. The Malkine god himself, Drakowski, escaping with his life. Heartbreak going to take a lot of damage. Gets pulled in by the Magnet Storm. Pup, just missed one Q. Boy Wonder's really low, but this is going to be a better trade for RTM as he takes down the ADC. It's ADC kill for ADC kill, but now Pup can just duel it out with Uwu as long as he wants to. Oh, unfortunate body slam into the wave, and it's a double kill for Pup.
Yeah, definitely worthwhile there. And I think Boy Wonder knew he was probably going to die because he was at low HP, so really nice find for him there.
Max looking for Wistfully, but now Zutter is here, doesn't quite find the root collar onto him, but hits the cannon minion, tries to throw Daisy out there, but there's just not enough CC to pull Max back as he's got his phase rush and flash.
Another nice escape. RTM has definitely come out by the skin of their teeth in a couple instances here.
I don't know if you had time to watch any Pro League over the weekend, but that felt like G2 versus XL. Like G2 would just consistently get away from scraps with 800 of health.
Yeah.
It's fair to say.
Ooh, I like this roam
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, Crook is in a little bit of trouble here as Ooze roamed up to the top lane, and he doesn't have flash. He was posturing like he did, but nowhere to go for Crook. And now a second kill for King Coney.
Yeah, and I think this was really smart move here by Uwu to move to the top lane. This is kind of the one lane I think that they have an opportunity to um, really kind of bulldoze through. And Renekton picking up that first kill already, you go back because you know Rumble's going to be pushing, and it's going to be an easy pickup without that flash for Crook.
Yeah, interesting. Crook's headed for the Demonic Embrace first. I don't know exactly what your Rumble item order normally is, but it feels a little different, a little more health than normal. Heartbreak has to use the Feather Storm in order to escape from Boy Wonder. We didn't really see how that happened, but that's a pretty big cooldown for Heartbreak not to have.
Yeah, and especially with Drakowski sitting in the wings here, they
And
may look for a
in
dive.
come the Nature's Grasp underneath the tower. Now you know that there's no ult. Heartbreak is locked up, and Pup picks up the kill. Cask just trying to pick up the return on Drakowski, but it's not there, and they'll be able to walk it on out. Daisy gonna make this a little bit more work than I think. Oh, actually has enough damage for the kill, but in goes Boy Wonder. Pup picks up another kill, and he is 4-0-1 now. A little knock up from Daisy. Zutter trying to hide in the bush underneath the tower. Good body blocking so far from Daisy. Excellent micro, but it's just not enough, as Pup is now unstoppable 5-0-1.
Yeah, RTM doing a really good job of playing under this bot lane tower, juggling the aggro really well. Drakowski does go down, but you're going to take that trade any day if your ADC is going to pick up 3 kills for that. So
Another Dominus hit for King Coney. Crook, maybe not the right exact way that he wanted on the equalizer. Now he's got to be a little careful for the duration of that Dominus. He's trying to keep his distance away from King Coney, who'll have his slice and dice up soon.
yeah, it is definitely just Coney waiting for this wave, hoping that he can go through. I think Coney can win this all in, especially up a level now. Well, I say that, and then Crook dings 9, but
Oh, didn't get the cannon. That's a rough one. Uwu's slid his way down toward mid lane along with Zutter and Heartbreak on the Dragon right now. This looks like it's going to be spotted, or at least that ROTM is slightly aware of this as Boy Wonder's circling around. The Shock Blast not quite able to find anything. In come the Nature's Grasp, the Flash Smite from Drakowski as he's able to take it down. Big True Shot Barrage as well, starting to clean house. Pup can't quite clean up any of these kills. Zutter just trying to flash away, but he's going to get slowed by the sapling in the bush. Max with a Shock Blast that sneaks through. Can they actually track down this Ivor? And he's pretty slippery, but they'll finally knock him back in, and Max picks up his first kill of the game.
yeah, and there may be more kills here for Puppe as they're kind of circling this bot lane tower with some low health bars.
Yeah, they'll have to be really careful about how they juggle this aggro. They're going to drop the Rift Herald immediately. That should crash through the tower. And yeah, Ooh and Heartbreak going to go ahead and give up the tower for the time being. That's probably the right call.
Yeah.
Boy Wonder's still here. Oh, didn't quite hit the lance, but does have the Magnet Storm, and Pup with the one auto attack kill secure. That's what you love to see. Now looking for a couple more. Oh, he snuck that around for the double in the bot lane. Max just trying to mind his distance away from Wistfully, but the ball is a little too strong there as Wistfully picks up a solo kill.
Yeah, and 2 towers, 2 kills onto the spot side. Puppe looking strong as ever, 7-0 on this Ezreal.
I'm going to hit X, not the app. Yeah, that's a 4,000 gold lead for Pup.
Yeah, most of the team's gold lead is just Ezreal absolutely skying on FA Heartbreak in this one.
Yeah, Puppe trying to become Doggo here very quickly.
And
Doggo a pretty good AD
poking
carry
out.
himself. Oh, the equalizer isn't quite going to be enough because of the Dominus from King Coney.
This is interesting. I think with Coney's flash here, he can actually survive this.
Yeah, Zutter's on the way as well. Crook has got to be a little bit respectful of everything going on. At this point, though, I mean, ROTM, he's not respecting this at all. Who's in the cask back? Coney's going to catch him with the flash, and they'll pick up their 3rd kill on him. At this point, all you have to do, though, is just play around Pup. He's doing pretty well for himself. Good flash by Wistfully, actually.
Yeah, it's definitely just Crook getting punished for disrespecting a little bit there. It's really been the one lane that's been a pain point for RTM.
Drakowski's just 1v4 in here. Pup and Boy Wonder able to join now. In comes the Magnet Storm from Boy Wonder, pulling in Zutter. They'll finish off the Ivern first. True Shot Barrage doing a little more than tickling. Heartbreak has found himself the flanking Zaya no one expected. Picks up the kill on Drakowski as Max and Pup continue their assault on this mid lane tower. King Coney's going to have to dice on through.
Yeah, it basically just RTM needs to just continue playing around Puppe. Wherever he is, they should feel very comfortable taking any fights.
He's already almost got his mirror
is really annoying.
Like, this is disgusting from Pup.
Yeah, already 2 items at 15 minutes. That's pretty insane pace. Full boots as well.
Yeah, Crook might be in a little trouble here. He's overheated at this exact second. Now gets his shield back, trying to kite away from King Coney. Got another dice. Got a little move speed. I guess he's all right, but
yeah,
seems like Crook just not really respecting King Coney at this point. It's hard when you feel, even though you're not individually ahead, you feel very ahead when your team is doing this well around you. So sometimes you get a little overconfident. We've all been there.
Definitely so. But yeah, Coney's having a really nice game. 3-0 on the Renekton. Has definitely gotten some help, but I mean, it's where you want to put your gold for UMN. Because I think that side lane at 1v1 is definitely one that Coney can take advantage of.
Yep, gonna drop the red carpet just to clear out the minion wave and make sure Zutter doesn't get a clean dive, and just able to zip away from the root collar and now pick up an extra 25 gold from Daisy. Oh, it's 50 gold.
50, wow.
They improved that one. Big
Oh,
stonks. Drakowski's just beating up wistfully. That's something that happens every once in a while.
Yep. Nice play there by Crook on the bot side, though. That kind of sensed the gank coming and drops the R to make sure he's safe, but...
Oh, didn't sense both of them there, or maybe he's trying to bait. Not 100% sure what's going on. Now Boy Wonder in a little bit of an awkward spot. Pup can't really join, and Crook gonna get hit up for his 4th death of the game. A little uncharacteristic from him so far. Yeah. King Coney's got a nice little flank position. There's no real help right now for, as I say that, Drakowski's on the map. But Pup is just continuing to push in. It looks like they're going to give up this dragon, or maybe we'll see another flash smite steal from Drakowski as he walks his way in. Coney's onto him, though. Shock blast from Max, not really clearing anything out. Coney's on a rampage. Tower in mid lane goes down. They're in the pit for some reason. Boy Wonder trying to get out. He picks up a kill onto the Zaya. Now Pup is able to join and start dishing out the DPS. The teleport coming in from Crook as they're trying to get the Renekton off of the Ezreal. But it's a huge 1,000 gold shutdown for King Coney. Meanwhile, Max finishes off wistfully on the other side. It's 2v2, but you still have Smite available for UMN. Zutter finishes off the dragon, but then gets taken down. King Coney is very strong, but he'll eventually get charred to a nice golden brown by Cookie Crook, and ROTM ultimately wins the fight by 1 kill.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, if you're UMN, you're going to take that, because it's going to buy you a little bit more time. You get that dragon, and I think the biggest thing is you get that 1,000 gold shutdown on the onto Coney, so exactly where you want that gold going, and he's going to be so much stronger in the side lane. Oh, Crook. Not again.
Crook greeding a little bit for Legromp, but he's okay. No one really in the area to punish him for that one.
Yeah, and Renekton coming out of base now with his 2 items. So it's going to be the battle of the top side versus bot side here. I think RTM's definitely got the lead across the board, but Coney in the side lane should be in a great spot in the 1v1.
Yeah, and if that situation happens again where the Renekton's on top of the Ezreal, I still don't like Pup's chances, even though he was 8-0 at the time. That's just a set of characters that normally you don't want to see together in a team fight.
Yeah, definitely not on top of each other, especially if you're Ezreal. Oh my goodness,
Max is starting to stack up a little bit of the damage. He's picked up a couple of kills. Oh, the shockwave, excuse me, pulls him back under tower, and it's a trade kill. It's even a little shutdown for some extra gold for Wistfully, but takes care of the Orianna in the side lane, and now Pup and Boy Wonder can circle their way up to the top lane and start their assault on this tower.
Yep. That is going to be Coney in the bot side getting a objective bounty here on that bot lane tower. So I think this is good by Coney. I don't think you guys can actually win a team fight very effectively.
Oh, in comes the Nature's Grasp. They'll catch the Ivern, finish him off. They've still got a little bit of leftover CC. Uwu was just CC'd for years by that Nature's Grasp. That was unethical at best, but RTM taking advantage of that one and pick up 2 kills for themselves and continue their siege on this top lane tower. Baron's up in 8 seconds, so they could head there if they wanted to. Pup that's a very aggressive line that he's taken. Has to flash away from some of the Xayah feathers. Now finally able to return a little bit of damage. Max against Coney? Is this a fair fight? It looks like it's pretty close overall, honestly.
Ooh,
oh, the
nice
flash on the Shock Blast! King Coney! Excuse me.
Yeah, putting on a highlight reel right there. What a great flash over the Shock Blast. And now that's going to make RTM have to come to the spot side because of that kill pickup. I think this is exactly what you want to do for Coney. He's doing a great job. He knows his team's behind. He's not going to be able to change the outcome of a 5v5 fight. So he brings it in the 1v1 in the side lane and is playing this matchup so well.
Yeah, now able to pick up the extra gold on that tower. He's burning to the equalizer. The little extra damage is just enough on the demonic embrace for the shutdown for Crook. Meanwhile, in mid lane, a couple more catches here. Pup just able to finish off the kill before the shockwave pulls him in. Now the Nature's Grass, not quite able to find Zutter, but maybe the sapling. No, he's very fast. That's a speedy little guy. Tree man thing. Boy Wonder is very fast himself, though, right on top of Heartbreak. Gonna get the stun into the Magnet Storm, and that's all she wrote for Heartbreak, and they'll catch Uwu on transition as well, as Max finishes off that kill, and right back to the Baron where we were just a couple of seconds ago.
Yeah, they still need to track down Zutter because they don't want a contested Baron here, but gonna be able to do that easily. And yeah, now it is just Cody versus the world, which is how it's felt most of this game, I feel like, but RTM going to be able to pick up this Baron pretty easily, and not much more to say about that.
Yeah, early smite there from Drakowski, not going to cost him anything, of course, but just rushing that one down, and now back to base for ROTM to try to defend their mid lane tower. It's still about a 10,000 gold lead for them. I guess that's 9, not 10, but, you know.
Yep. Another objective bounty going to go over.
Yeah, they'll cut into it just a little bit, as Wistfully and King Coney going to split some local gold. Now they've got to try to set up... this dragon is ultimately very meaningless, so I'd be very surprised if UMN wanted to fight for it, or really if RTM wanted to. This is kind of an awkward pause. Oh, that Truth Barrage. Wistfully gets spotted in the bush, and Max just blows him up. They'll catch the Ezreal in return, though. King Coney just ravaging through the backline. Do they actually have the damage to win this one?
Equalizer.
It's a great equalizer, though, from Kooky Crook. And a double kill for Max as now the chase down commences. Zutter and Uwu, the last 2 left alive for the University of Minnesota. They don't really represent a huge amount of damage, as it turns out. So this is going to be a little bit one-sided as Max is on a rampage and finishes that one off. The Dragon will be picked up by Drakowski as well. And RTM, ultimately it's only about a 300 gold swing, but they'll continue to maintain control of the map, which I think is a little more important.
Yeah, definitely so. I'm kind of surprised that UMN wanted to really fight for that dragon. It's not at your do or die moment. I mean, it feels pretty hopeless regardless, but I think you could have taken more time to give Coney more time to do something in the side lane while that dragon goes down. But with the Baron, RTM gonna try to take some of these towers. It is wasting a little bit of the Baron time. Like, RTM is not synced up here after that dragon take, but oh boy, Zutter.
That was some weird movement. I don't know if that was just a spectator bug, but Max will pick that one up. Does he still have his knockback? It looks like he'll get to the blast cone and be able to get out to safety. Drakowski was not disconnected as he twisted advanced into the blue buff. That was kind of strange.
Little blip. Now with the Baron.
Yeah. Ooh, very low. Oh my goodness. So much damage from Pup. I mean, hard to understate that. He's 11-2 right now. Just the 2 times that Renekton's been able to get on top of him, to his discredit. And now they're starting to do some damage on through. Another good equalizer from Crook, just forcing everyone back away from this inhibitor. And RTM gonna just brute force the mid lane inhibitor.
Yeah.
Oh, Wistfully
Pup.
is about to get brute forced. That's a lot of shields that came out to save him, though. And now maybe they'll turn it around. Pup has to flash away from the Featherstorm.
Yeah, that was so greedy by Pup eating in directly in the face of UMN.
Yeah, Heartbreak doesn't do a huge amount of damage at 2 items, but he does enough. Oh my goodness. The cask wasn't quite enough to finish off Pup in the backline. Now the True Shot Barrage comes through. The Ignite was, though. Uwu takes him down, but it might cost them the rest of the game. It's a double kill for Max. There's actually pretty low health bars for RTM. This could be a little bit of a trap here if they want to go too far. Good flash away as they'll be able to catch Wistfully greeting a little bit for the kill. And now it's King Coney versus 4, as it's felt like most of the game. We'll see if he can get in, gets the slice and dice, gets some stun. He's not really doing a huge amount to Boy Wonder, and now have to get away as some of the CC will start to really count. Knock up, knocked back, blasted around. He flashes forward, picks up 2. He picks up 3. He's on to Max, the triple kill for King Coney, and now he's looking for Boy Wonder.
Yeah, it is Cody versus the world here. 11-3. He's trying to battle Puppe, but is not getting a lot of help from the rest of the team. Has to do it solo there too. Like, I don't think we've experienced a better example of how this game is going right there with that synopsis. But
now it's not spelled like Coney like the hot dog, so I can't make a Glizzy Gobbler reference. All right, well.
I'm sure he'd appreciate it regardless.
Well, he is just eating them up there in the base. He saves the game for University of Minnesota. The Gophers still alive. They're still golden, right? They're the golden Gophers. I think that's.
I think so. I think you're right.
I know there's a college or two that just
they're
dropped
the
their
hockey school,
random...
right? So you have to know them. That's legally how it goes, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just there were a couple of colleges that just like dropped their colors and like fighting from.
Oh yeah, I got you.
So like, I didn't know if they just were like, yeah, we're just the Gophers, or they're keeping the golden Gophers. It's a very specific species of gopher.
King Coney cannot die. That's all I know for UMN.
Yeah, he's very strong. Now 11-3. He's actually got the same score without the assists as Pup.
Good flash from Drakowski there.
Able to stay alive. Uwu just taking a little chunk there from Pup. Now Boy Wonder looking for the engage, just threatening everyone back into their base. Everyone back to your homes. Nothing going on here. Kale, don't eat that. Oh, actually you can eat that. That's your food. I thought he was eating the sheet. My bad. I accused my dog wrongly on stream, and I apologize.
At least you apologize for it. Now PETA won't get you, but
Wistfully is going to get gotten. It felt maybe a little excessive. There's maybe a little hatred involved, but they'll take down Wistfully as well. King Coney is the man to watch right now. If they're able to take down the interior crocodile alligator Chevrolet movie theater, something like that, I think that the game will end immediately. But so far, they haven't had much luck finishing off the Renekton. Now he's in, and they're starting to roast through. He's got so much damage on through. Boy Wonder with a huge Magnet Storm on the backside. They'll finish off the Nexus Tower. Everyone is still alive. Crook with a little blinking health bar, but Pup and Max still at relatively full health. A little bit of chip damage back and forth. The minion wave is gone, though, and now new one being escorted in. Little Shock Blast. Pup going to rotate up and take down this top lane tower. Looks like the next goal. They have to be careful, though. A little split up now again, or RTM. Max gets pulled back in with a Shockwave. Coney will eat that one up for breakfast, and Wistfully actually benefits from that kill, but won't benefit from that as Pup Arcane shifts forward and takes him down, and now works his way through that tower. King Coney on a warpath here, looking for any entrance that he can into this fight. Dice is forward. Well, he sliced forward. This Dice is the second part, but...
Yeah, Crook does have TP here, but I think RTM is just going to back off. Go for the Drake. I think that's the safe play, but yeah, UMN has stayed in it. They have not fully relinquish this game yet. Coney trying to do his darndest to keep this one alive. Drakowski, scary. At half health here.
Yeah, Nexus still alive. That's the most important and salient bit of information in this game. Kinkoni gonna get stunned. He'll steal away the Scuttle Crab. Just on a mission this game. Now they'll root him up. Looking in the back line right now, they blow up the Ivern and the Zaya. Actually, Heartbreak is still alive. He was somehow able to survive that one. King Coney has a lot of shields, but he doesn't have enough tankiness to get on through that one. Heartbreak, we're watching him, which makes me very concerned about his health in the next couple of seconds, and it's proven true. Meanwhile, Crook and Max have teleported into the base and are starting to kill the Nexus. So the whole Nexus still alive. Just a little style there from Crook at the end with this Hourglass, and RTM finishes off the game.
Yeah, definitely a little bit longer than I think they were expecting based on this, but yeah, UMN did a good job of defending, and man, King Coney came in on the sub spot and put down a great game individually. Couldn't quite find the help that he needed from the rest of the map, but RTM's going to pick up game 1 here.
Yeah, there were some big highlight moments to be sure during that game. If you want to go back and clip just a couple bombs from King Coney on the Renekton while being super behind. Pape had a great game, of course, worth highlighting a couple of his plays as well. But that'll do it for game 1. RTM leads 1-0. They're on match point, looking to close it out and move on. I feel like every game, no matter what happens, you can just look back in the Premier chat and there's Drakowski with one of his
Patented emotes.
Teletubby peepos. Pepes? I guess Pepes is the technical term.
Oh, you're already in here. I was spending all that time.
I got the codes. I got connections this week. In that you tag them. You tag me in them. You're
Yep,
the connections.
I'm sure to do that one. I'll be right back.
A big surprise, they've chosen blue for game 2. I don't know if Lane said he'd be right back or he is back.
I am back.
Oh, okay. It occurred to me I heard you talk, but I didn't actually listen. I'm sorry.
No worries.
spectator at
As an update for the stream, we're hanging out. Hope everyone's having a good time. We're waiting for someone from UMN to appear. I think it's an AD they said was having trouble with his internet. Not 100% sure. But yeah, we're just having a good time right now.
I'm playing a chess game.
Lane's playing a chess game. Lane's gonna lose his elo.
I did not lose my elo. Joke's on you, Maris.
Oh, what a terrible joke I've made of myself. Lane didn't lose his elo at all.
I gained 9.
9 whole elos?
9 whole elos.
It's huge. Did you really drop the Caw Clown sticker on Flay?
Yep.
That's bad luck for the game.
I can see bad luck is really coming back to haunt us in this one.
Yeah. This weight's getting a little silly.
Sad their mid had some internet issues.
Well, they got somebody. So we're gonna play some League of Legends. So that's pretty exciting.
Indeed.
We're such nice guys waving their two bands.
We just want to play. Also, you know, people have internet issues. I don't want to blame people for that. It happens.
Lane making the executive decisions. You are the executive after all.
Well, thank you, fellow executive.
Yes, Jeff.
Up. We did it.
Oh, wow. We're in to waiting for them to not ban anything phase. There's something else
Be
to
a
look
lot
at
of
on
that.
stream. Everyone wake up.
Snap out of it, guys.
Yeah, we're here. It's game 2. Rodham's up 1-0, looking to close out the series in advance for the first time in the bracket. You know, it'd be like that. Yeah, I don't have a huge amount more to say. We can talk about the rest of the teams. Star Nemesis got a big forfeit win last week, so they're up to 1-1. They're playing again
Well,
on
it was
Friday.
more than a forfeit. It was a little juicier than that.
A little juicy forfeit. They got comp ruled. As it happens in Gold League.
Yep.
Yeah, and then this Premier team on Saturday lost 0-2 to Exodia Exiles, but then came back with a really nice performance, 2-1 over Komodo in the, I don't want to say the league that really matters, because they both kind of matter, but like, really, if you could choose to win an
you had to pick
ACL
one.
or ACL, you're picking an ACL.
Yeah.
But yeah, advance to the deciding match in the open qualifier. So they're going to play Gentle Hearts on Saturday. And then if they win, they're in the quarterfinals on Sunday immediately, right?
Yep. Quick turnaround.
Yeah. No rest for the wicked, as it turns out. And
We'd play.
yeah, and then if they win here tonight, they're going to play in ACL again on Friday. So pretty stacked schedule for the Premier team boys. As long as they keep winning, they'll keep playing, basically, is where we're at this stage.
Yep.
Right
Not
now,
a lot of high-level tournaments after both these wrap up for the rest of the year, so.
Yep, it's just our tickets to Worlds. We'll have to punch. But
One thing that's kind of interesting about the no bans, it almost kind of benefits Red Side, because you get 2 of the good picks that are left up, and UMN picking the Rel. So I think that's going to be Tristana, and I don't know who else our team's gonna prio here.
is this an Ivern for Drakowski?
It
Or
could be like Sejuani. Oh, Poppy makes a lot of
Poppy,
sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you see the Rel on the other side. Poppy's up there. And it's a good flex pick as well, so.
And it's a blue Yordle comp so far from ROTM. Ezreal, the takeaway, I guess, for UMN. I don't know exactly who's playing AD at this point.
The same AD as last game. The only thing,
Oh,
think that's
Heartbreak Cure.
swapped.
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
I didn't
So,
see him down in the spectator list. Yeah.
no worries. Yeah, so we've got, they had King Coney is getting subbed out for the other top sub. Oh wait, never mind. Their other guy's an ADC player, but he's gonna play top. So Kusho is gonna play.
Kusho is
Top.
mid, I thought, and Right Weiss is mid, or is top lane? That's what they said.
Oh, I thought it was the opposite way, but
I'm not
maybe
sure.
I'm wrong.
They've locked in Malphite for whoever's playing in top lane. Mechanically intense champion, Chart of the Monolith Gaming. And it looks like Crook's gonna give it to him and just go to the Rumble.
That is the.
I wanted to see the GP,
I mean, our team
but-
wants the AP, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our team wants the AP with the Tristana. It's presumably in mid lane. And you gave them a tank matchup to spit fire into, so that feels pretty good.
Yeah, they got the Yordle buff going on, so they get 10% extra attack speed until they 3-star 3 of them, and then you can get a 4-star, so that's pretty cool.
Scrambles would be proud.
Cassiopeia ban. UMN actually gets bans here, so we'll see what they want to go with. This is presumably the 2 solo lanes in the jungler for Rotom, but it doesn't have to be. Silas is the takeaway to make sure that's not into Malphite, which fair.
I
That
mean, you got
matchup's
Rel, you
unplayable.
got Malphite. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Zoe taken away as well. Just target banning whoever the mid laner is.
Yep.
Show maybe. And the Gophers with one more ban. What do you not want to fight?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
Alistar.
Alright.
Okay. Alistar makes sense. That's been kind of the counter pick to the Rel support that we've been seeing a lot recently. So kind of a classic counter. The other one's a Lulu. I doubt we'll see the Boy Lulu Wonder. Boy Lunder.
I'd be surprised to see it in this one, but
Instead, just strength against strength. Head for the Nautilus. And they'll keep the flex open for that last pick. A lot of different ways you could go with that flex, but I have a feeling we're going to see an 80 carry in that last pick.
Yep.
Maybe we'll
Maybe
see
the
GG.
Ziggs they were hovering. True. Rumble mid, Tristana bot. Don't think that's gonna happen here, but
Rumble in the jungle?
Kindred.
Kindred.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, Zutter's had enough passive herbivore jungling, now time to hunt.
Completely opposite playstyle there.
Enough gathering, time for hunting. Talia would be interesting, and it's interesting.
There's a few dashes for bar TM, so makes sense. Scales well. Ziggs hover here for RTM.
Is Max or Pup the Ziggs player?
I think we will both find out at the same time, which is to say when they log their champions.
Well, they can put a couple circles or lines on the ground that people are going to have trouble walking into. So that's
Yep.
nice from a team comp perspective.
I don't have huge lockdown, but
I mean, UMN, I was going to say they're kind of low damage, but I guess not
no, they're good.
really. They're fine. Bunch of R's in the chat, so we're gonna presumably get into this game at some point. Well, I have it on good authority. Professor says Heartbreak is bad at Ziggs. That's all I've got.
Good to know.
Thank you to Professor. They could sponsor the stream if they wanted to. Oh. They weren't really in order. I think that's what we're having an issue with, maybe. Or maybe he was about to ban something and then didn't. I'm not 100% sure what happened there, but we're back in the lobby, so. What else is... What else is new lane?
Not too much. Mostly just been prepping league stuff.
I feel that. This is taking up a large chunk of time, as it turns out. Trying to get the boys where they need to be.
Yeah. Definitely takes some effort.
Yeah, it's a pretty big endeavor. As the year's starting to wind down finally, so hopefully we can rest then.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
But yeah, oh look, Right Weiss, which I'm going to mispronounce several times during the cast, is playing the Malphite in the top lane. So Kusho's the mid, which means I was right and Lane was wrong. I want that on record. Doesn't happen very often. And we're learning in real time that Max is going to be playing the Zig character. They could still legally trade, right, until 20, but
Yeah.
I haven't really seen anyone do that. I don't know that that extra flex nonsense really gains you anything, for the most part.
Yeah.
People really hovered over their Arbor or MR runes, I guess.
It's funny, I can't even see who has what, just like you can't, because
Yeah,
the way the
enemy
overlay
3 is playing Ziggs.
is.
Luckily, because they're in order, we know to be max lava. Who's apparently French-Canadian, and we barely made fun of him for that on the stream. So,
He gets enough of it in chat, so I don't think he has to.
okay, that's fair.
Or our premier chat, you know.
I saw a meme. It was like, what if we made France worse? And it was Quebec, and they're like, what if we made Quebec worse? And it was Louisiana. Pretty solid one.
That's you have to share that one, Max,
Oh.
see if he approves.
It's really what I'm in it for, is the approval of our challenger players.
So I have to wait through.
Yeah, we still have the 3-minute spectator delay, so no one get too excited about gaming happening.
Yeah, everybody cool down. I know you're all getting excited. Finally see a game.
Oh, just a peek around the bracket. Reject Modernity finished off at 2-0 against CB Gaming. Chaotic Solar's up 1-0 over Primal Instinct Black. And Water Buffaloes Unleashed are up 1-0 over Kosa Gamers. No big surprises there. Kosa and Water Buffaloes pretty evenly matched. But other than that, higher seats up.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the expected results so far.
Yeah,
I
still,
do think it's interesting that they get reseeded every bracket.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. It rewards your regular season performance, which I don't know how fair the regular season necessarily was, but like, it's definitely an interesting stab at a bracket. I've expressed my, I guess, my little quibble with the, like, there was no reason to win up around 12, but
Yeah, I mean, I think the other way they would do it is they just start you in losers, which is what they did last time when they had 20 teams. And that didn't feel very good either. So I'll take this version. It was an upgrade in my mind.
Of course, big teams still live up in the upper bracket. AoE and, or I guess it's no AoE damage, which is not AoE affiliated. I should say that. Mirage
Yep.
Alliance, Exodia, beat us last week, and CCG all in the upper bracket. All pretty good teams. All I'm pretty sure made top 16. Maybe no AD didn't, or no AoE didn't. But
Yeah. I can
they
check.
have previously. I'm not sure if they even played in the.
They didn't even
Okay.
try playing
Yeah.
this one, so. But yeah, I think Mirage is the only team from OQ that is the same roster. There's orgs that are participating in both, but
Is
don't
Exodia
have
not
the
the
same
same?
roster. No,
Interesting.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
Well, here we are under the Rift for game number 2. This is the most involved in the amateur scene I've been in for quite a while, so.
Vicariously.
No, like I used to watch, pretty much every LCS and Academy stream, but just hasn't happened for the last couple of years. Just whether it's waning interest or I've been busy casting or other things, but
Job and life. I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
it's that, and I don't know if I would watch them anyway to the same extent now. It just hasn't held my interest, but
That's fair.
But yeah, it's kind of cool to know some of the people who are headed on to great things. Small shout out to Hoarder, who's finished up his little stint with Team Ambition. It's headed to Korea to boot camp while they're over there for Worlds and see what he can do. So that's a really cool opportunity for him. Hopefully he does well.
Yeah, that should be really fun. I've been trying to send him all my Korea things that come across my timeline on Twitter, whether it's restaurants or how to get an account. So I did it was interesting. I saw the Players Association actually put out a thing that if people wanted to boot camp in Korea and they were in ACL, to reach out to them and they'd help them get an account, which I think is a really cool step by the Players Association.
That's really good. They're finally doing things.
I mean, they've done some things of note.
I mean,
in recent memory.
But like
Yeah.
last year, the year before that, even
No,
couldn't have told you
yeah.
anything about the Players Association. I will hook from Boy Wonder. They get a good trade onto Heartbreak. That's pretty positive for them. Nautilus
think
Tristana
the,
can be pretty aggressive early on, but Zutter is already here. Oh, that was a weird little hook attempt there from Boy Wonder. Max trying to fight his way out. Max is actually bot lane. This is the mid pup, by the way. I just realized what's happening.
Yeah. I think the break really put us to sleep there. We didn't even notice that Pup and Max have switched spots there, but a punish going on early.
Yeah, so it's not the Tristana Nautilus lane that's going to be getting some damage down. It's Ziggs Nautilus trying to fight their way out of a little bit of early issues here as Max has already gone down once. Strakowski, though, looking for the gank in the top lane as they pin and greet him to the game with a death. Going to get picked up by Crook. Meanwhile, more pleasantries exchanged in the bottom lane. Boy Wonder's going to fall again as Heartbreak's up to 2-0. And we saw what happens with a really fed Ezreal early on in the last game. We'll see if Heartbreak can have the same sort of snowballing good performance that that Pup was able to have in game 1.
Yeah, and this is really big for UMN. Be able to punish on the spot side, blow flashes early. And I think the biggest thing is you're able to get Ziggs teleport out as well, which is usually way to get a big spike.
Sorry, Malphite has pressed the attack, by the way.
Yikes.
Zutter in a little bit of trouble here. Flashed on by Pup. Autos forward. He's got the explosion and the reset for the Goomba Stomp kill. Now gets met over the wall by Kusho. Pup has to be a little careful about how he navigates this one, but he'll be able to escape. There's no big punish from the Talia.
Yeah, both of them low on mana as well.
Yeah, so good good punish as they're able to chase Zutter out of their jungle. They save the blue buff. I don't know how much that's really worth. But now Boy Wonder still in trouble in this bottom lane as Heartbreak now picks up his 3rd kill. A little bit of disrespect, it feels like, here from Max and Boy Wonder. Meanwhile,
Yeah, definitely so.
this is not disrespectful from Crook as he blows the Malphite Flash, now looking to bake him under tower. Oh, just didn't quite hit the Electro Harpoon there.
Yeah, I couldn't quite find it, but Flash being blown now makes this pretty punishing, but Kindred is headed up here.
Yeah, Crook's going to have to be careful about how he plays this one. He still has his Flash up for the time being. Now gets marked. Oh, he flashes in. Never mind. And he's headed out through the tower. He executes. Oh, it wasn't an execute. He got hit by the cheese wheel. All right, well. It'd be like
I think that's better, best case scenario there. You've got the wave in a decent spot as well. I think it's... Oh, yeah, it is going to kind of crash there and stall out, so shouldn't lose too much, I don't think.
Yeah, Zutter looking for a gank in mid, maybe on Pup, but he's got his W, so unless Pup really gets aggressive here, which, to be fair, he does sometimes. Oh, Uwu was just over the wall.
Oh, they've got the whole squad here,
yeah, the whole
just waiting.
squad looking for Pup, trying to bait him into anything. They know he doesn't have Flash because he used it in the bottom lane, but still has the rocket jump if he's able to get there, and a little sneaky maneuver there. Oh, Uwu was on a ward. That was actually pinged by Pup, I'm pretty sure. We'll pause at 5:30, hopefully, for you. They're really looking for Pup. Now Zutter going to show himself. Maybe a little bait as he walks forward. You can't bait that hard, though. Pup finishes off one. Now looking for Kusho. Sidesteps the Talia W. Sidesteps the Rel W, but he's going to get taken down eventually by the auto attacks and the Ignite from Uwu. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they're looking for the dive. The W coming forward. The Ignite. Oh, they just don't quite have it. The Bouncing Bomb does equalize that one as Heartbreak picks up another kill on Boy Wonder, but the shutdown goes to Max.
Yeah. I'm gonna be happy about the shutdown, obviously, but didn't quite find the kill.
Kowski's just doing the dragon. This feels like some of those moments when I'm casting gold games. Not to flame any of the players, but things are just happening on the map that feel like they're beyond the player's control. Like, these are obviously highly mechanical plays happening. Max just can't quite sidestep that W, and now he's gonna pay for it as Uwu picks up a solo kill. But the dragon goes over to Drakowski.
Yeah. And
oh! I'm sorry. In comes the equalizer. Crook is trying to finish off Right Weiss, and he does, but Zutter's there for the trade kill. He'll pick up his first stack as well, as I'm pretty sure he never unmarked Crook up in the top lane.
Yeah, this is an entertaining game, to say the least. I mean, 14 kills at 7 minutes. You're 2 kills a minute. I don't know what you could ask more from League of Legends at this point. So.
Yeah, this feels like we're watching a scrim, but you know, it's it'd be like that sometimes. Boy Wonder and Drakowski are looking to return the favor here on Kusho, as he is stuck underneath his tower. Oh, Drakowski has done away with the patience. He actually didn't get the pin, which is pretty remarkable, but Pup knows his damage, and he finishes it off with the Buster shot.
Yeah. Didn't even get the stun off, but didn't matter. And Pup is carrying from a different lane in this one, but still has a great scoreline. 3-1 already on the Tristana. Just looking for Zutter. Oh boy.
Oh, Pup is over the wall looking for Zutter, but that's going to cost him. Zutter, the big beneficiary of that one, is he'll pick up the shutdown kill on Max. Meanwhile, Crook is just roasting through this rock. Didn't know that was possible necessarily, but that's the world that we're living in currently.
Yeah, and Right Weiss is getting the top lane treatment in this one. Not Right Weiss's main position, by the way, so.
Yeah, just trying to farm underneath his tower. Crook make sure to proc his Comet on cooldown on him. This could be a little dangerous for Max now. Uwu looking for it. Zutter is there as well. They have the Lamb's Respite if they really need to commit for a dive. Might not even be necessary. We'll see if Max can clear the wave. The Mega Inferno Bomb doing pretty well. Boy Wonder gets caught by Kusho, but able to get some CC off. Pup and Drakowski both here to save the day. They do save the Nautilus, but unfortunately, Max is stuck on a little island there in bottom lane.
Yep. He does return a kill back and got most
he
of
got
that
the return
wave, so
kill,
not
yeah.
gonna be too bad. Yeah.
He's, yeah.
Oh man, it's just 3 lanes of constant fighting everywhere. It is there's a lot happening on the map, which is very fun to watch. But Puppe, the main beneficiary in a lot of these is what it seems like, and Max has had a sad time on the bot side, but
Yeah, the Talia roam put him down to death, and then Pup grabbed 2 waves and 3 tower plates, so he'll be feeling okay about that whole trade. Now, just trying to navigate this, and he'll dash away from Uwu without any particular issue. Oh, he's even got the Uwu emote. Like, that's pretty good internal synergy, right?
nice branding.
You've got a brand, you gotta go for it. Max,
Oh boy.
unfortunately,
Goodbye,
has been
sir.
branded by Zutter a couple of times this game. Now, Heartbreak and Zutter looking for it. Oh, he's trying to get the mark down. Oh, that actually counted. That's crazy.
Wow.
All right. Well, second mark for Zutter, unless I'm not sure if he got a third one on like a jungle camp. He did, so he's got 3 now.
And that is
pretty
the
nice.
kindred breakpoint.
Now 4 is the magic number. 4 then 7.
Is it 4?
4
Oh, okay,
then
my bad.
7. Yeah, it's 4 then every 3. I don't know why exactly that's the number, but what?
Puppe.
What? Pup is probably dead.
He
Maybe
doesn't have a
he's
W
fine?
cooldown coming
Oh
anytime
no,
soon.
he's got the magnet storm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in awe first of the Talia wall pushing him over the wall, and then he like failed the rocket jump, but then Uwu failed the crash down, and then I don't know, man. That's a hook from Boy Wonder. He wins this 1v1.
He's no mana.
Maybe Drakowski is looking for the kill onto right Weiss, and he'll find that one. I have to think about that name every single time I say it, which is really unfortunate. That's probably the goal. Max is stuck underneath tower with nowhere to go. Zutter has his ult if he needs it. Oh, he just didn't need it. He was very confident. I was not as confident in how much that tower shot would do. It's 13
every
to
time
11.
The camera switches, it's just somebody at low HP about to die. This is a funny one.
It's 13 kills to 11. The 11 team has the gold lead. Worth noting. That's Rodham. It's not a big gold lead. It doesn't significantly matter. I think their champions scale a lot better as we go later into the game, which is something worth watching. Crook is just getting beaten up now by the Malphite, but he hasn't been back to base in a minute. And with Drakowski's help, they'll take that one down. Pup, meanwhile, has been feasting a little bit on some of these minion waves and the tower plates, and Crook is going to face tank these minions, which is kind of risky. Okay, he's fine. He's not going to be fine here in a second, though.
What is...
Ooh! Oh, he's got the
is he
Ignite
doing?
still. Zutter has the Lamb's Respite to make sure he doesn't get killed immediately by Drakowski. Hammer Shock doesn't quite land. Zutter will be able to dance away with that Dance of Arrows. And Pup and Drakowski now are looking for the redive. And there's no Lamb's Respite available. There's Flash on Kindred. They need to go now. They're not going to go. It's just a shove from Pup, I guess.
I don't know what's happening, what the decision process is. I don't think there's a lot of like cerebral gameplay happening at this stage.
Yeah, this feels like we're hands checking every couple of seconds, and so far everyone's had hands.
Yep.
Maybe,
Feels like more like an ARAM type of style of game, you know? Just
maybe
constant fighting.
Maybe our poor sub Right Weiss is having a little bit of trouble, but everyone else feels like they're pretty in the game at the moment.
Yep.
And what item is he working on? I'm not really sure. They're going to find Crook on a rotation. Zutter is just getting roasted, but he's got just enough damage. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they dive Heartbreak, pick up a kill there. Pup is gonna dance over that one. That was a little aggressive. He's got the Buster Shot away as he flashes back over. Now Boy Wonder can't quite find the hook as he's looking for the re-engage. They'll slap into the red buff a couple of times, and now the Nautilus ult coming down. They're looking for any engage that they can find. Uwu low. Pup jumps over after him. Boy Wonder falls. Right Weiss is here. Drakowski is just fighting his way through 3 people. Pup back over the wall. Now back over the wall. He'll eventually fall to the cheese wheel from the Malphite, but Drakowski's there to pin him into the wall for the double kill. Now he's looking for Kusho, but can't quite find him underneath the tower, and he'll be able to survive on the rocks with a true shot barrage. Oh, not quite enough damage from Heartbreak.
I was just expecting the Ezreal ult to come in and kill at the backside of that just to signify the wild times that we've been witnessing in this game, but this is so entertaining. It's so funny. Oh boy. Constant fights. Drakowski's doing actually really well in this one. Has not died yet, is up quite a bit of CS over the Kindred.
He feels like the calming influence that's happening over this game.
Yeah.
Like everyone's going insane, and Drakowski's he's just doing his
He's
thing.
made
He's got his even shroud. He's picked up a dragon. You know, he's kind of just doing his thing.
Yeah.
Which
He's made a lot of plays that have made sense, you know?
Yeah.
Finding the nice gank timing.
This is a little timing here from Rodham as Drakowski is busy trying to solo the dragon, but Pup Max and Boy Wonder are going to group up. Crook is headed down river as well. This could be a pretty big fight around this dragon. Drakowski trying to get there. Zutter dances. Does he have the damage over the wall? Drakowski with a good smite. And he'll be able to take that second dragon. We'll activate some Hex Gates, which I'm sure will help calm the game down immensely.
I'm sure it will not lead to deaths at a faster rate.
Have you seen... There's an LEC play. I think it was Heretics. During this split, they all take the Hex Gate and then die.
Immediately after?
Yeah, immediately. Like, they all land and just get wombo comboed.
I have not.
I think it was a little spread out. It was like 3 of them and then 2 of them, but like, they just individually all take the Hex Gate and all die immediately.
That's rather funny. It's like the Bard Portal of Death.
Yeah.
In that instance, yeah.
I'm sure there will be nothing like that happening in this game. Let's take a quick item check. Pup's got 2 items, which is pretty big. He's got his Navori Quick Blades plus a Kraken Slayer, and he's just going to face tank that tower, take a huge chunk out of it. Oh, not quite able to find Kusho. Good flash away from the Talia.
Oh. We saw nothing. That's okay.
Yeah, ooh. It's been trying to go over terrain with that, but it doesn't really go over terrain. I don't think it does at all, now that I'm thinking about it. Boy Wonder's going to get tossed in.
It does.
Big Mega Inferno Bomb, but actually red carpet, but it's nicely delayed so far by Zutter. Drakowski just tries to send them out, but that actually saved 2 of them, but they'll be able to pick up Uwu. A little bit of dyssynergy there. Pup, no, just gets caught by the Malphite ult, trying to find Heartbreak, but he's able to stay alive through it. But they'll get flipped back in by Kusho, and the Talia does quite a bit of damage. Pup somehow is able to survive, but doesn't dodge the True Shot Barrage. And it's a double kill for Pup. Heartbreak gets the shutdown, and now Max is in trouble in mid lane as Kusho rides the Weaver's Wall in. Zutter has the mark on him, and he's trying to get away, but he will not as Zutter picks up another kill. Meanwhile, Drakowski's doing Rift Herald. Zutter has 3 stacks still, so he did not find his 4th one. Interesting that he marked Drakowski, who seems the only one immune to what's happening in this game.
We are definitely still over our 2 kills per minute, so glad that's continuing. But RTM has been a little worse for the wear in that last fight. But it does have the gold lead, funnily enough, so...
Yeah.
A lot of turrets that have gone down in platings. They've got all the outer turrets and even the tier 2 and bot. So. And
the 2 dragons, like they're doing well in the objectives, but they're actually losing the kill race. Last time we mentioned it, they were down 1 kill, and now they're down 3. So.
Can you even win with a kill deficit? That'll be the question.
Yeah, never has that happened in League of Legends. Boy, this is a quiet moment. That's never happened before.
Yeah, it's
kind of terrifying to be alone with your thoughts, but there's a Hex Gate play happening. Zutter has the flank through the Hex Gate on him. It's being met by Drakowski. And now they're checking off of this play, it looks like, as they see everyone coming. Red carpet going to be laid for Zutter as he comes on through. Drakowski, Max, and Boy Wonder trying to close the distance. They'll try to find the Malphite. They'll get the slow down, the red buff, into the Mega Inferno Bomb. Heartbreak's just waiting in the wings, throws the True Shot Barrage through. They'll knock up Zutter. They're trying to find any kills that they can, but a really good re-engage from Uwu, trying to pull them back through. Max is low, Crook is low, Drakowski's low, but they can't finish off any of these health bars, and now Heartbreak dies. It's a double kill for Crook. Drakowski Drakowski finally gets taken down, but it's a triple kill for Kooky Crook. And now Pup is looking for his solo bolo up on the top side, potentially on Kusho. That was weird that we watched him for a second just clear that ward. I guess that was the most important thing happening on the map. He's just going to bulldoze the tower. Why not? Oh, he flashes in on Kusho.
Wow.
All right, well, he gets it eventually. The ace for return of the Middlesticks. And yeah, that was the 4th mark for Zutter, so that's a nice moment. And they killed Drakowski, but nothing else really gained for UMN. Now, White Rice is... They kill him. I don't... All right.
Oh, they are going to catch Max here for sure.
Yeah, the cheese wheel is pretty good at chasing people, and it does it again. Boy Wonder is here, but he's got his Spider-Man hook away. Dragon's going to spawn here in 29 seconds, and Max is not going to be on the map. He'll have teleport available for it. I don't know if Rodham can really get in to defend this dragon. Boy Wonder's looking for Zutter, but the zigzag pattern there. Drakowski takes the Hex Gate. He'll find Heartbreak, but they've cut off the Kindred now. Just completely cut off from the rest of his team. They'll throw up the Steadfast Presence, but now Uwu with the re-engage. They'll knock away the Ezreal with Drakowski's ult. Kusho and Right Weiss are both here. They'll get the big knock-up and 2 more kills for UMN. Teleport in from Kooky Crook, but he doesn't really want to be there. He'll drop the red carpet down. It's doing some damage, but it's not enough to finish off anyone. Teleport to the tower now from Max. Bomb goes a little bit wide. It did hit 2 people, but not quite the targets that he wanted. And now Minnesota headed for what could be their first dragon of the series. Oh, little pin. Little action. They get Uwu. Drakowski's still here. Drakowski still has Smite. He can't quite get in. Objective bounty claimed for UMN, and I think that they can get out.
Yep, and the gold lead has fallen off a little bit for RTM, so good signs for UMN. And Kindred, 10 kills, very formidable. Does have the flash blown here. Maybe something that RTM can look to punish, especially since there's no real way for her to escape Poppy if that W cage is up. But they go into the Baron here, and I don't know if UMN's going to be able to spot this one out.
Yeah, I think they're aware of it happening, but they can't really do anything about it just based on how the play had kind of gone for the last minute or so. Zutter able to secure his Gromp, and now just trying to kite away from Drakowski. He's pretty tanky. He does quite a bit of damage with this build, and actually he'll be able to tear through. Drakowski just doesn't quite have enough health to survive that one. Meanwhile, Pup is continuing to do Pup things. Heartbreak low. He'll get bombed to death. It's a double kill for the Tristana. Now jumping forward. Lamb's Respite is everybody in for what is certainly not a clusterfuck happening. A lot of health bars popping, and RTM somehow comes out well on the end of that one. Max contributed his bomb from bottom lane. It's a quadra kill for Pup. Once again, the Penta denied. The jersey denied in the Rodham server.
I'll just see if Boy Wonder can redeem himself from this weekend.
Oh, he got the hook in? Pup? Does he have the damage? Can he get it? Oh, he got the kill. Pentakill! He got it! Jerseys in the chat.
Oh, boy.
So yeah, for every Rodham Pentakill, we'll give away a jersey in the Rodham server. That'll be it for, well, that'll be a shirt. This isn't it for the game. There's still things happening. We can talk about that in a second, but Max. He's got the Hex Gate. Oh, the gameplay. All right.
Oh, Zutter.
Oh, Zutter.
No. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
It's been an entertaining game too, if nothing else. I'm glad that they were able to find a sub so we could see this one play out. This has been funny.
31-30, a 1-point lead for UMN. Rodham hoping for a field goal here when they get the ball back. I don't really have a better joke to make. Yeah, the Pentakill. We'll give away a Rodham jersey to a lucky winner in the Rodham server. If you're not in the server and want an invite, let someone know so that you can join the giveaway. But yeah, that'll be fun.
It's been a while since we've given one away.
Yeah, we haven't.
I'll have to look back at it.
We've had a couple quads, but no pentas just yet. And in comes the big fight. Kusho able to take down Crook. This is going pretty well for UMN, but the Mega Inferno Bomb helps to try to turn some of that damage back. But Ziggs is the only real damage dealer left. Drakowski and Boy Wonder. Oh, he just gets caught by the edge of the Talia W. That's been really clutch from Kusho. He gets traded back. Drakowski now trying to scrap it out with a couple of these tanks, but in comes the Ezreal to try to finish him off. Zutter's going to be the beneficiary of that one, and Rodham cannot close that one out. And instead, it's going to cost them ultimately not too much, it looks like. It's just a couple of extra kills. I don't think that they'll even really be able to look for that dragon, so we'll try again here in a couple minutes.
Yep, he will. TP's coming into the mid lane.
Oh no. I guess Crook is here. They might look for Zutter. He can't quite get in for that wolf camp. That would be a mark. He doesn't super need the marks. Like 7's a good breakpoint to hit if you can get there. We can check in. I think he's at 5 now. Oh no, he's at 7. What a monster.
That's huge.
Yeah, 7 hunts completed for Zutter means he's got his double upgrades. So next breakpoint's 10 if we can get there. Dropping my big Kindred knowledge on the chat. That was about it. I also know this build is really good because it's like pretty tanky, as you can tell by the Trinity Force and Wit's End in it, and the phase.
You still got the tank slaying ability of the Kraken Slayer in here too. So.
Yeah, it's a pretty good build if you can get it online, which is kind of always the rough part about Kindred is getting it online.
Kindred's gonna go for this mark instead of the dragon. Zutter is nowhere near this thing, so. That's just going to be RTM's take here. Yep. May get a objective bounty on the top side as well.
Yeah, True Shot Barrage already used as well, so not even the cross-map steal attempt. So RTM walking forward. There's minute 22 still on the Baron, so could just be back to the siege. Teleport up to the top lane, actually, from Pup to be able to clean up that wave. Oh, finds Zutter. Does he win this 1v1?
Yep, he does.
Life's Respite not used. I don't think he was expecting that much damage. Crook in a little bit of trouble, though, trying to get away from the Malphite, which doesn't go well. Somehow Poppy gets shoved over the wall by the Weaver's Wall. Drakowski finishes off a kill, but meanwhile Max and Boy Wonder are in on the Nexus turrets. Max just can't quite hit the tower. Now he's got the Satchel Charge. He'll finish off Nexus Tower number 2 and work his way through the Nexus. Boy Wonder just trying to slap Uwu off of him, but now Pup is in. Drakowski is on top of Kusho and will finish off that kill. Buster shot away. His Heartbreak will fall, and the last line of defense for Minnesota is taken down. Pup A with a little victory lap, a couple of extra minions to pad his stats here in the base, and RTM going to advance to the next round. Well, maybe a little bit of drama left. Zutter with the Lamb's Respite a little bit earlier this time, but he'll get immediately pinned in, and the Nexus finally falls. 37-37, the final kill count in a 27-minute game. I'm tired, Lane.
Yep. You did a lot of the talking in that game. RTM had to get that final kill to make sure they evened up the kill count. Can't lose down a kill, so an entertaining game, if nothing else. Definitely worth the wait in between. But yeah, RTM going to be advancing to the next round in the lower bracket. They will play on Friday, and looking forward to seeing them play then.
Yep. Doesn't look like we have an opponent yet because Chaotic Solar and Primal Instinct Black are tied up, so we'll have to wait to see what the matchup is on Friday. But we'll have that game or the AGL game here on the stream on Friday. We'll have to see just kind of how streams all shake out and whatnot. Yeah, and then Saturday, Premier Team back at it in NACL, taking on Gentle Hearts Gaming with the chance to advance from the group stage to the top 8 bracket. So very exciting. If they win on Saturday, they'll play on Sunday. Hopefully we'll see you guys in the stream.
Yeah, definitely tune out for that Saturday game if you can only make one. Cheer on the guys in the Rally Cry chat, and yeah.
Oh, looks like Chaotic Solar's on the Aegis stream, so we'll go ahead and send you over there. Congratulations to the boys. They'll advance, survive and advance now to the lower round 8, and we'll see you guys on Friday with more League of Legends.
See y'all then.
Oh, Penta giveaway will be in the server. Just keep eyes out. That'll be in the next day or two. We'll get everything spruced up and ready for that. So we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.